Let's head to Salzburg now and speak to our reporter Anton Louis, who is still there amongst the fans in the shadow of that beautiful castle there in Salzburg. Let's talk about Bradley Barcola. He's in the squad. Is he likely to feature tonight? And what are the chances of him staying at PSG?
Yeah, I think there's a chance we'll see Bradley Barcola play for Paris Saint-Germain today. Now, whether he stays beyond the window is very much up in the air. Speaking to people around the club, speaking to journalists that cover them regularly, they just don't know whether Bradley Barcola will be a Paris Saint-Germain player come the end of the window. And that is because, obviously, we know there's a price tag in which Paris Saint-Germain will do business for the France winger. The problem is that price tag is above £130 million. And it's whether clubs like Liverpool, who we know have a strong interest, are willing to do a deal at that price, or whether Paris Saint-Germain will eventually, to a slightly lower price as the window goes on. We know they potentially have a replacement in line, and Mika Götze, the player from Ajax as well, who's desperate to move to Paris Saint-Germain. But at the moment, it's still waiting to find out what happens with Bradley Barcola. So at the moment, PSG are waiting to figure out whether they want to stick to that valuation or whether they're willing to come down a little bit to invite Liverpool back to the table.
Liverpool have taken a major step toward securing Bradley Barcola, with an agreement finally reached over the transfer bid for the talented French winger. After weeks of speculation and negotiations, the Reds have reportedly reached an understanding with the selling club, bringing the long-running transfer story closer to its conclusion. The breakthrough follows determined efforts from Liverpool to get the deal over the line. The club continued pushing during negotiations and eventually saw its latest proposal accepted, paving the way for Barcola to become part of Andoni Iraola's plans at Anfield. Barcola is one of the most exciting young attackers in European football. His explosive pace, close control, creativity, and ability to take on defenders could provide Liverpool with another dangerous weapon in the final third. His versatility on the wing could also give Iraola greater tactical options. For Liverpool, reaching an agreement for Barcola would represent a significant statement of ambition. The club has identified the Frenchman as a player capable of contributing immediately while also having the potential to develop into one of Europe's leading attacking stars. The agreement now moves the transfer into its next stage, with the remaining formalities expected to be completed before Barcola can fully begin his Liverpool adventure. Supporters will be watching closely for confirmation of the final steps. Liverpool fans are already excited about the possibility of seeing Barcola in the famous red shirt. His speed and attacking confidence could add a completely different dynamic to the team, particularly when Liverpool are looking to break down defensive lines. The move would also fit Liverpool's strategy of bringing in talented players with significant room for growth. Barcola has already established himself at the highest level, but at Liverpool he would have the opportunity to develop even further under Iraola. For Barcola himself, a move to Anfield would represent one of the biggest chapters of his young career. The French winger would be stepping onto one of football's biggest stages, with the pressure and expectations that come with playing for Liverpool. The bid has finally been agreed, and the transfer is now moving toward completion. Liverpool supporters will be eagerly waiting for the moment Barcola officially links up with his new teammates and begins what could become an exciting new chapter at Anfield.